Hello, welcome to my latest video. I've just finished that one, which turned out quite nicely, nice and stormy. So watch me paint it here and talk my usual random nonsense. Without further ado, let's do some painting. Hello, welcome to my latest video. Hope you're keeping well and all that jazz. Just check my other cameras on, which it is. Autumn is fast approaching, it's nearly September, which to be quite honest I'm looking forward to because I do really like August. But anyway, I'm going to be painting on this stretch canvas. It's an old painting I did a couple of years ago. It was alright at the time, but as I've progressed on, I don't like it anymore, so I'm going to go over it. So out with the old, in with the new, etc. and so forth. It is 20 by 16 inches with quite a bit of impasto on it, which I've sanded down as best as I can without tearing the canvas or anything off like that. Anyway, I'll get my palette cam turned on and I'll be back with you in just a second. Right then, this is all mess left from yesterday, but I'll navigate us around it and show you what I've got. I've got a bit of sky blue colour there, which I've mixed with ultramarine blue, titanium white. There's a little bit of green in there, gone in by accident, but that doesn't matter. I've got primary yellow, I've got some nice green there, which is in various tones. That was mixed with Indian yellow and ultramarine blue. I've also got a bit of red there from yesterday and burnt umber. I'm just going to add a bit of ultramarine blue into the burnt umber, make a nice grey colour. There's quite a bit of browny and reddy brown along here as well, along the periphery. So we'll see, I might add it all, what the heck. And we shall get going. Looks a bit of a mess, but there is method to my madness. Oh, nearly knocked my palette camera off there. Just check it's still on there. Yes, it is. And just add a bit of zestit in the middle. And we will get going. So yeah, I'll get my main cam turned back on and I'll see you in just a second. Right then, let's do this. Rock on Tommy. Check I've got everything within reach. Just give this brush a quick wipe. Brush wise, I've got my flat brush for my lighter tones. Still a bit grubby from yesterday, but I've had a good go at it with kitchen towel, so it's got the residue off. So there's that one. Size, that's about 1.5 inches I think. I've got a slightly smaller 1-inch brush for my darker tones. Lighter tones, darker tones, I'm just trying to keep them on separate brushes so it doesn't all become muddy and horrible. And I've also got my long handled brush and literally those three and my hands. But I haven't got any gloves on today because I think I've used all my gloves. Oh, there's one here, I think, that probably isn't ripped, so I'll put that one on just so I can do the sky a bit with my hand. So there we go. Right then, let's make a start. I'm going to drop this horizon down a bit and have it about there, I think. So just with some titanium white, just mark where I'm going to go with it. So about there, I think. And that should do it. So hopefully it'll become a better painting. I quite often paint over my stuff, you know, when it's served its time. I don't like it anymore. Quite often go over my paintings, so a lot of my paintings have got 3 or 4 paintings underneath. So, you know, in hundreds of years' time, somebody will x-ray them and find I'll lose their paintings. So I'll get my brush for my lighter tones, just get some of this sky on the go. Just whack that up there. yeah, we all keeping well. Best wishes to my friend Hugh, who's actually got COVID. And having had COVID for 3 times in the past, I do feel for him. I've just heard from him now, and he's he's doing all right. He's just got a bit of a cold, so get well soon, Hugh. So the chances are you're probably bored and deciding to watch my film. Yeah, some of you have been watching me films for ages know that I've had COVID and just carried on painting regardless. Coughing and spluttering through my video. Well, that's good, isn't it? There we go. Oh, I just use my hand a bit as well. Do like using my hands for sky. Using a brush, well, in my opinion, is that I find you get repeating patterns and shapes, but you don't really with fingers. So I do vary. I use brush and fingers for my skies. Yeah, soon be autumn. I'm ready for autumn. Don't really like summer holidays. Because I've got to work through them, basically. And it gets too busy for my liking. A few months ago, I was asked if I'd like to be, because I volunteer at the RSPB, I was asked if I'd like to apply for the role of Visitor Experience Officer. And then I pointed out that I don't actually like visitors. That's my guilty secret. Well, I do, I do like meeting lots of people there and helping people and everything. It's when you get too many visitors it becomes a problem for me. Right, a bit of blue there. I'd put a bit more there as well. I'll put a bit of a threatening darker sky on as well in a minute. Let's give my hand a quick wipe. Right. Where's my brush for my darker tones? I'll get that one. Just put some of this green on. It's quite a nice colour, that. It is blending with that blue quite nicely there. Working nice and fast as usual. Let's grab some grey as well. Just put that there. Not bad, early days. Yeah, it'll do. Nice bit of light on the hill there. That'll looks quite nice, so I'll keep that. Right, stormy sky. I just add a bit of red to this bluey grey that I've got. Just put some anger on. Whoops, I've gone over that hill by accident, never mind. That's all painting is really to me, just accidents, always making mistakes. It's part of the fun. There we go, it looks quite horrible, but it's early days. Hopefully it'll turn into something more meaningful very shortly. Get my long handle brush. Just put some movement on there. Oh, something there, a little lane or something. A wall. Right, brush a wipe. Yeah, I was at work earlier, so I thought come home and do a bit of painting. Nothing better. You don't have to paint long. I paint very fast, as many of you know. My excuse used to be that, oh, I haven't got time to paint, but I quickly discovered you don't necessarily need a lot of time. Bit of titanium white on. Stormy. Yeah, I often say that I love storms, I absolutely adore stormy weather. And there's one time I went up to Orkney Islands up there, which was amazing really, because it's always bloody stormy. It's my cup of tea. And I waited for the ferry at Scrabster, up on the right on the northern tip of Scotland near Wick, near not Land's End, John O'Groats up there, and waited for the ferry. And as I was waiting, I was messing about with my electric window. I had my arm on it and going up and down like that. And you know, while we were waiting, I was mucking about, and the window dropped, and of course my arm did, and I broke the bloody window, and the window disappeared into the door. Just broke the whole mechanism. I thought, bloody hell. So but the trouble was, it was bloody stormy. You know, we got on the ferry going up and down like this. Yeah, and it was night time by then, and there was, you know, nowhere open to get my car fixed. I thought, well, I'll think of something. So you know, got on the island and had to drive about the island, and it was driving rain and storms and hail and everything you can possibly imagine, with a broken window, which wasn't, I mean, it was amazing because, you know, as I say, I love storms, but wasn't so good for my car. But you know, I had a couple of days of driving about in the storms with no window, and of course couldn't put a bin bag over it because it was me driver's side window. You know, it's not like a back window. But I eventually found a garage, and you know, left it with him, and I waited. It, you know, it didn't take him long, and he fixed it, and he said the trouble is you can't actually use the button to go up and down. So he managed to lock it into place, but of course I couldn't use it. And then the sun came out and really hot, so I couldn't open and close the window. And at the time I smoked, which was a bit of a nuisance. So you know, we were there a couple of weeks or whatever. Went back down to, you know, the drive all the way back down to Derbyshire with no window that worked, and took it to the garage, who happened to be a friend of mine, and he said, who did the repair on this car? I said, oh, it was a guy up in Orkney Islands, and I think he charged me about 40 quid. And he said, oh, he bloody saw you coming, and he produced this lump of wood, and all he did was put a bit of wood in to jam the window up. That was all he did. Swine. You know, if he wasn't 700 miles away, I'd have gone up and seen him, but never mind. But he saw me coming. Probably thought, oh, flipping tourists, I'll get him. Right, anyway, I'm banging on, got a bit of yellow gone on, which is alright. It's looking quite stormy. I might just get a bit more titanium white. Just fools the eye into thinking there's distance there when there isn't. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. Excuse me, my lunch keeps repeating on me, which is great when you're doing a video. Right then, what I might do is I might just shave off some of this sky. If I can find my scraper. Oh, I lost it yesterday as well. Oh, there it is. Found it. Give it a quick scrape. Just takes a little bit of the paint off, and then let's go over with some kitchen towel. Hopefully might make some useful shapes and things. It's quite a nice effect. There we go, a stormy sky. Because the light's rubbish in my studio, I can't really see, but hopefully it's turning out not bad. Must sort out the lighting in here. Right, get a bit more of that grey. Just put something there in the distance. And something up there as well. Distant cliffs and hills, peaks. Interesting line going on. Not too bad. Bit more titanium white. I think we'll just about call it a day. Yeah, you notice I keep going like that, looking at different angles, just the way I do it, just to see if I've missed anything out and look at the perspective. It's just the way I do it, it's not, I don't think it's an approved method. Right, just churn this sky up a bit more. I think we're done. It'll do. It's it's not perfect. It's a painting, which is the important thing. So yeah, it'll do. Right, let's grab a bit more of that grey actually. Just put the edges of the clouds on like that. So yeah, I think we're done. So thank you so much for watching. Short and sweet, but yeah, it's a painting. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I wonder whether or not just to put something there, some rocks. Kind of reminds me of the Roaches in the Peak District, somewhere like that in Derbyshire. But anyway, that's done, job done. So thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and jonkidd.co. Can never say it. jonkidd.co.uk. I have to say my website really slowly because I stumble over my words every time. But anyway, that is that. I hope you like. Let me know in the comments. And yeah, job done. So I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell thing if you want to get notificated. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.